Hello and welcome to Dungeon Delving Episode 2. I'm your host, Alright in Slot, and after last time we conquered the dead mines, I figured why not stay in the area. Stockades, it's a great dungeon, and it's also a bad dungeon, but we'll get to that. As you can see, this time I, smart, have redone my keybinds for Slam, which is better for a single target, as we've discussed. And we're gonna head in. Dead Mines is a very peculiar dungeon, and I'll explain that really quickly while we zone in. See, when you go into Dead Mines, 100 times you will get the same enemies, I believe, I'm reasonably certain at least, every single time. Spawns are static. Not so much here. All the spawn points have a pool of enemies, and that can actually spell trouble. We have a couple enemies here. Your petty criminals, which are just normal mobs, just you can safely ignore them. I do not believe they do have any special abilities. But the really interesting ones are the rowdy troublemakers. And it's a bit of a dice roll, especially when you farm Hogger 50 times. It can be very difficult. It can become more difficult if there are more rowdy troublemakers. And no doubt we will see immediately why. So let's just refresh. Let's buff up. Because why not? We have the means. Except the War Scroll of Fortitude. Let's not do that. And charge in and see why the rowdy troublemakers can be a problem, especially if there are multiple of them. Here we go. And there we go. It's a 2-second stun, which I am not entirely sure is part of the mission returns. Now with one enemy, this is fine. Yeah, there are no diminishing returns there. And here we can already see there's a second one, and he will stun us any moment now. Now in terms of difficulty, Stockades, you see the problem, kind of falls out of line. You can't see it here with the normal mobs. They have like their 10,000 health, it's fine. But with the bosses you can really see the issue. Cause can I... Also, it's very cramped in here, right? You would think like, oh, there's like enemies over there and there's enemies over here. Surely, just by walking by, you can pull them, but you actually cannot. But you always think like, oh man, I'm gonna pull them. If, someone's gonna pull them by walking too far left, too far right. But no, it's fine. So here the thing is... Oh! Oh, wait. Oh no, that was a pre-patch thing. In pre-patch, Randolph and Hogger had 100,000 and 120,000 HP each. This is not a chromie time thing. I was back then in current timeline. I'm now in current timeline. But yeah, okay, so never mind. However, this is very prone to overpulling. I mean, you would think, oh, I'm gonna pull all these together and you're just gonna get overwhelmed, especially if there are multiple Rowdys, which we don't have. Oh, this is a good roll. This is a good roll. Actually, you know what? Just to show that the spawns are not static, let's go out and reset and go in again. And see if we get more Rowdys. Or maybe not. So let's just reset. set. There we go. And now you can see the enemy here, go away, is now Vicious Duck. And there's a Shifty Thief and another Vicious Duck. So this is actually a pretty good roll, and we can pull quite a bit here. And just AoE. I mean, if you have something that like converts dot damage into health, you might want to not AoE and instead just keep dots up on the normal mobs, much like as we had. Oh yeah, this. So the Vicious Ducks. No wait, the Vicious Ducks do a hamstring and a debuff that lets you take more damage. The Shifty Thieves only have a poison. That is, well, 24 damage or 33 damage, so not that much. So now we have, oh yeah, there are more. There's another Rowdys troublemaker back there. Now, especially when you pull multiple of them, right? You really want to go for like passive mitigation. It's not just, thank you, blocking or something, but like, you know, no pain, anything that just passively reduces damage. Because I have had parts and their stun does not seem to have an eternal cooldown, or a cooldown, it's a period. So what you want to do is have something like ignore pain up. What do other classes have? I'm not sure, like, I don't play correct classes, of course. But if you have something along those lines, either, you know, kind of active where it can't be stunned, mitigation like block, and ignore pain where it's just a shield, then always prioritize the shield, focus down the Rowdy troublemakers. Now you want to be a little careful here with the boss. It is surprisingly easy to pull the boss. Like if I went here and further a couple yards, you would really just pull the boss and have a bad time, because the boss doesn't do no damage. It does. Let's just pop the trinket here. Another shield block, and let's AoE everything down. Maybe throw in a nice little whirlwind. I like whirlwind. Like, it's probably the reason why I love Fury as a DPS spec so much. You know, I've barely played it recently. Alright, so Randolph Moloch doesn't have a lot of abilities. So one thing is wildly stabbing. So you always want to keep like one charge shield block up, because those stabs are actually part blockable. So, and yeah, you need a little better rage management than I do. Now, Randolph does have an ability, which one. Yeah, that was a block, right? That block did it? I swear it blocked. Also has, I think it's either a cleave or a whirlwind. Now when you're souling, it doesn't really matter. So you have this really weird Spanish ability. Yeah, it blocks. Where it disappears, then reappears, and then reappears again. Like, I mean, once he's done the one, then you're kinda in the clear to... Oh, let me just heal up here. Use something like using rage for like slam. Let's just pop the thing here again. And of course he vanishes. Yeah, this is really weird. Like, even with a group that, I don't know, it doesn't really make sense, right? What it's doing there. That's the pops and ignore pain. It does hit quite hard, admittedly, but it's like... And I kinda missed the timing here. Ooh, that was a juicy shield slam. And there we have it. It does drop... I mean, the loot in Stockades is really scarce. Like, there are rarely any good things to get. Like, the plate shoulders from Holger are quite good, because they have actually wear them. They have crit and quite a bit of versatility. But that's about it. So the end boss of the dungeon is Holger, which marks it as complete. So we'll go to his Lord Overheat. Now, the elementals are not really a problem. You have the Steam Destroyers that continually cast Scorch. You have the Rage Fire Elementals which drop Enrage slightly. Also you have Blast Wave by... I would say it's probably by the Rage Fire Elementals. I think they do Blast Wave, which reduces your ability speed. Oh no, I missed. Oh no, it's actually Steam Destroyers. So the Steam Destroyers actually have... get reflected. Have quite a bit of abilities. Oh, Silver Threaded Sash. Oh, that's the... Yeah, I know that set. Yeah. So you have a couple here on the side. But it's not really... You can't really pull them. There is... I'm actually curious, are there like chests? Maybe there's like a chest I've been missing all along. Now the Rumbling Earth is just... doesn't really do anything. You can ignore them and just leave them down with everything else. Also, using shield block here quite useless. They do have melee, but they only have normal melee and nothing really that is any sort of blockable. Or then most of damage is Scorch and maybe the Blast Wave. So I'm actually curious, are there treasure chests? I mean, it wouldn't make sense for treasure chests to be located in a prison, but you know, you never know. So that's our next enemy, the Slag Fury. What does the Slag Fury do? Does melee and melt armor. Interesting. Oh no, can he melt it again? I want to see how much. Melt my armor, come on. Where's my armor rating? Oh yeah! So it melts armor by... Oh, it halves armor. It actually halves your armor rating. Now, this is kind of silly because there is nothing really that does physical damage, so reduced armor rating, not really an issue, right? Okay, last room. This is one of the big problems in a dungeon. Like, you can't really judge distances. Like, looking from here, without, you know, knowing what's up ahead, I would say, okay, I need to pull these three out, because else, you know, with a range pull, else the boss pulls. That's actually not true. You can just go in, and the boss is super far away. Oh, that's maybe not what I wanted, but you know, good enough. Now these are all stunnable, of course. Except bosses, pretty much everything is stunnable. So maybe start out. Oh yeah, anti-refinement is do like a flame shock kind of thing that does not lose a debuff or anything. But it does a bunch of damage. Now, if you don't want to run things like, what does have fire elemental? It's like BRD. This is actually quite a nice way to get, like Hearts of Fire, Elemental Earth kind of thing. And you can apparently get 3 tiers of cloth from this. This is one thing I realized. The cloth that drops does not scale with your level, but with the level that the dungeon was meant to be at pre-scaling. That's quite interesting. So now Lord Overheat is quite normalized, same HP as Friend of Moloch. And oh, no way! Oh my god! Okay, so okay. Overheat. Okay, I kinda see the problem. So the fireball does a bunch of damage. However, the boss has... Oh wait. Okay, you wanna... Okay, you really wanna keep your shit up here. Keep up. Keep Star Effect on cooldown, up cooldown, on cooldown, back cooldown, do the thing. Okay, this is actually kind of nice. Okay, I might have to pop a potion there. Okay, this is a bit of an issue now. Now the Rain of Fire doesn't do that much. But the fireballs, they do a lot. Woo! Guy's been buffed, man. Okay. Now we can reflect that. Perfect. Okay, demo shout. Okay, this is tough. Like, I can imagine it be really tough for some for a lot of classes. This would be a tough boss to test yourself against, right? Okay. Fireball. Alright. I think we're good. Whew. Okay. 4 seconds. Get reflected, thank you. Let's heal up. Okay. That was tougher than I had anticipated. Whew. Okay, so if you have something that can reduce magical damage, like general DR, right? I was suddenly great. I took the, what's it called? Fight through the flames talent. Okay, that was nice. That was actually nice. I appreciate this. This is good stuff. Alright. These are the fights I live for. Okay. So you wanna try and get any like magic damage reduction up. If you have like Spell Reflect. I mean, if you're using a helmet with a meta socket, I don't right now, but if you have, you can get the meta gem for Spell Reflection. I mean, it's a 1% chance, but I'm not even sure if it still works. So now we get to the last part, the last third of the Stockades. That has a couple interesting mobs. So there are bashers, looters, slayers, and shamans. Well, slayers and shamans. You have 2 or even 3 enemies that patrol back and forth. One goes here and one goes through there and into here. Actually 3. And these are also not static, right? So slayers, well, classic players slay it with me. A slayer enemy has an execute and will kill you if you fall below 20% health. We all know that. We all seen the hardcore death clips. The looters are... Oh yeah, let's just show it. So what the looters do, and you can, if you're somewhat careful, you can pull one by one. Now do the thing, I know you want to do it. Oh yeah, the basher, that's a bit of a problem now. So what the looter is supposed to do is supposed to let you go take distance and attack you from range. Supposedly. I know he does, but didn't do it right now. So you can overpull here really quickly. I saw the patrol come in. So the pull gets quite messy if you're solo. The basher, we have another stun mob. Now we're kinda lucky we only have 2 bashers here. Now the only thing missing for trifecta is an enemy that heals you, but luckily we don't have that. So the slayers don't do much except just attack in melee. Nothing special here. The bashers stun, the looters are supposed to net you. They are supposed to net you, that's as much as I can say. Now the shamans, quite nice. So you have a lightning bolt that you can deflect. Now you would think, oh yeah, I'm gonna interrupt that, but don't. Because you want to interrupt the healing touch. It actually heals other enemies for quite substantial amount of HP. I think it's like 10-20%. So you really want to take care of them. But in terms of priority, maybe the bashers first, especially if you pull multiple, because that's a 3-second stun. And I'm not sure if there is a DR on that, diminishing returns. Okay, we can just... No, there is no DR. There is absolutely no diminishing returns on this. So now we have a rooter and a layer. Looter and a slayer. Now this is very easy, of course. Focus the looter. I'm still waiting for them to net me. Like, come on. I know you want to net me. Net me, come on. Come on, do it. Well, apparently, there is... Nope. Well, you gotta, you know, hashtag trust me. Trust me, bro, they do indeed net you. Now, when you go in, you see Hogger, right? It's a trap. So there are 2 packs of 6, which can easily be pulled if you just run in. Or will be pulled if you just run in. We have a looter, a slayer, a basher, a slayer, Oh, no, wait, I got it wrong. The poachers are the ones that net you. Now we can... So, we'll just pull this one. You can also just range pull, Hogger, but it... Oh yeah, there we go. You get netted, and the poachers sometimes will then step back and attack you from afar. Okay, okay, you know, you live and learn. Now the looters, by that logic, I mean, every enemy has to be different, obviously. Don't have any abilities and are like normal. And the slayers, I think... can we... Okay, hold on. Have to me. Yeah, it casts strike, right? It's like, oh, next melee, that's interesting. So this is like the old heroic strike, where it like adds damage to the next melee swing. Okay, that's nice, and apparently it can't be blocked. That's interesting. Yeah. It's not blocked. Like, you know, this was all blocked. It was still shield block time. And the strike wasn't. Interesting. So they have a strike, like a heroic strike ability. Bandit, sure. Okay, avert your eyes. Bandit Dragon. Oh, that looks nice. Alright. Now you can just run in and pull all 6 mobs if you feel like it. But just to be safe, especially if there are multiple bashers, which are of course the absolute scourge of the land. So bashers and rowdies, watch out for them. They will... as I mentioned earlier, I have 50 kills in Hogger, most of which were from solo farming. Now if you just want to do Hogger solo farm as a prot war, it's quite easy. It's 2 pulls, you pull all the human enemies, you turn that, pull all the gnolls, and then you range pull Hogger and kill him. So such a thing takes like 5-7 minutes. But yeah, if the statistics don't bug out, I can show you. Oh yeah, 50 Hogger kills. I mean, it's a bit of a shame that these don't work properly. Like, I have killed Thermoplug a lot, and I've killed Amnenar, the Codebringer, a lot. Of course, Akumai a lot. So yeah, Brocade shoes, also new transmog, nice. If I ever play Clothy, like, I'll have so much transmog, classic transmog to go through. All right, Hogger has more HP since he's the last boss. Unfortunately, not really interesting. Oh Jesus Christ! Nice work. Lord of Warcraft. So you have Vicious Strike, deals 5% of maximum health, and you have the Maddening Call. Now Maddening Call always interrupts, or, you know, do anything to stop it. Now the Vicious Strike that does 5% of maximum health, let's just get it through. There you go. Attack speed reduced by 60%. That is really slow. But it doesn't really have anything that's super great. We'll get to the the quote-unquote second phase of the fight soon. Just keep your defenses up. Can he be slowed? You can even slow him and kite him. If he's the last enemy, you can quite easily just kite him as a range class. Any sort of range class gets slow, really. See, you can just... okay. Bye. Oh wait, he actually... oh, that's a... oh, he's actually fast. Oh, I didn't know that. I mean, I never would have, like, you know, kited Hogger. But yeah. Movement slowed by 50%.
It's too far away.
Yeah, he's fast. Hogger is like super fast. Can be stunned though. He's one of the few bosses that can actually be stunned, which is quite nice. Now bonus points, once you get there, should be like 30 or 25%. Oh yeah, 30% he enrages. So physical damage increased by 10%, attack speed decreased by 30%. Not the cast speed though, so Madden Call still is cast at the same rate. Okay. Just play it safe here. You can sneak in the odd, let's just stun him again. Also forget like your demo shot like I tend to do. So it does seem stack. It's not like a stackable thing. It gets stronger and stronger. It's just yeah. So nice shoulders. Yeah, that is very much Stockades. Let's just check if there are any chests, despite it being a prison that shouldn't have chests. But no. I am great heroes. I am multiple people. I love this. So, any chests here? Like, I'm not saying like there can't be chests. Like, even if there are no chests now, there might be chests somewhere at in a certain like seed. No chests. Well, and that's Stockades. It's a nice. Well, now that the pre-patch craziness of it being really hard is gone. Also, you died. You died. Come on. You died over there from a heart attack. Come on. Despawn probably, right? Yeah. As I heard you die. Anyway. Yeah, it's a nice dungeon. Now that you know it's properly the difficulty set properly. Where if you're Alliance and you just like made a new build, made a new set of gear, and you want like just throw it at a wall, you don't want to go far, just go Stockades, make a couple pulls, just be wary of the Rowdys at the start and the Bashers in the Knoll area. And maybe of Lord Overheat, which was, oh, that was a spicy fight, wasn't it? And you're good to go. Anyway, this concludes episode 2. Next episode, we're going back to Capital City. But not an Alliance one, because we're heading to Ragefire Chasm. Have a good week.